Everybody, this is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet, and I have to tell you guys that we are here today talking about when is the most likely time for you to have a heart attack. And I'm talking to men and women when I say this, all right, because we both have heart attacks. So let's not think of this one group over the other. All of us are having it. All of us are under stress. All of us are not doing all of the right things that we need to be doing to take care of our heart health, our cardiovascular health. Therefore, we might suffer for that. But I just want to let you guys know that this is what we got for you guys today. I made up a little video for you to hope, and I hope that you guys actually enjoy this, but I'm about to give it to you right now. Here you go, everybody. Your video talking about just a little bit of those heart attacks on I'm not having one. All right, on Monday morning. All right, I'll be back. Are you ready for your Monday morning heart attack? Most of us believe heart attacks sneak up on us one unsuspecting day, a day when it could all be over. The thought of death frightens us, but we take comfort in the fact that we don't know what day that will be, sometime in the distant future. Don't speak too soon. Medical research has shown that most heart attacks happen on Monday morning between the hours of 6 a.m. and noon. It kind of takes all the fun out of Mondays now, doesn't it? Never mind the mad rush to get out the door with a half-assed shower. Ignore the reality that you only have time to stuff an old bagel down your throat before dashing out your own door. Bypass the truth that you only got 4 hours of good sleep. And don't neglect the hellish commute of hurry up and wait on the devilishly congested highways. Or could it be that's what's causing all of this? Let's talk about it and fix it. All right, now that's what I'm talking about as far as starting a show here. All right, now I got to say that that was a compelling video, and I like putting up stuff like that because it makes you think a little bit. All right, it makes you think about your life. It actually makes you think how mortal you actually are, because old people, middle-aged people, young people, all get up, go to work, and no matter what age group you're talking about, when it comes to Monday morning, the heart attacks are the most abundant. 61% of all heart attacks happen on Monday morning between the hours of 6 a.m. and noon. That is a scary statistic, but it's all age groups. So that means that something is happening on Monday morning that's adversely affecting our health. All right, let me get to some of the people who are actually involved in our stream here so we can see what's going on here. Mr. Mims is always in the house. So Mr. Mims, I appreciate you. All right, thank you for jumping in here, and thank you for having my back always. All right, I just saw the one about the strawberry banana smoothie. So yes, all right, keep them coming. That is good stuff there. All right, now let me see. Look there, I'm gonna throw them up on the screen here. All right, Mr. Mims Kitchen says, hope your day is going good. And if you guys haven't subscribed to his channel yet, please go ahead and do it. The man is doing a fantastic job throwing out content that is valuable and showing you how to make things and quickly on top of that. So just wanted to throw that out there. All right, Lambs is in the house. Lambs, what's going on? Good morning, everybody. Yes. Let's throw them on up there. Very nice. All right, so we see, yes, Melbourne, Australia. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we are covering the globe here, but we're going to talk about something that's actually pretty important today. So thank you for stopping by, and thank you for throwing in what you're talking about here today. If you guys haven't already, download the 12TICKS app. If you have an Android phone, we want to see you participate in the tickers here so that you guys can actually get your voices heard on the stream and not just in the chats where we don't know what you mean. We don't know if you meant it to be funny. We don't know if you were angry, frustrated, all right, ecstatic. We want to know your emotions when it comes to this, all right? So don't just use the emojis. Let's have you become one, all right? So there you go. Now, everybody, what we're talking about today is our heart attack. Oh, Eat, Play, Decorate is in the house. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I always appreciate the support. You guys are riding with me. I like it. Now, we are streaming to 5 different platforms right now, Okay, so we have YouTube. We're actually doing Twitch. We're actually on Facebook, and we got LinkedIn in here. I think that's 4. I think I have another one. I can't remember what it is, but I think I have 5 of them. And we are streaming simultaneously to all 5 of them. All right. And that's why you guys will see a little upgrade to this, because I want to actually make it look presentable on all of these things, because, they don't have this stuff built into YouTube. All right. I can't just stream everywhere. So I had to get me an additional software to make this happen. Now, today, everybody, it's going to get serious, okay? Josie just jumped in here. What's going on, crew? It's about to get serious in here today, because we're going to be getting comments and all that stuff from all the platforms. But YouTube is usually going to be the most active, all right, because they're the ones who know me already. So we're going to get into this, and we're going to get into it seriously. Now, everybody, here's the thing. When we're actually talking about your heart, all right, we're talking about the heart muscle. We're talking about the research that goes behind this, the clinical studies, okay, the medical articles. All of this stuff is, I'm reading through it, and I'm actually getting the information, and I'm reading between the lines. I'm trying to find out what they're talking about. And I'm going to just give you guys a couple of examples of some stuff that I found that see if it makes sense to you, because it really doesn't to me. Okay, now, here it is, okay? The first one I got is WebMD. You guys probably heard of the website. It's a very popular website, and it covers almost every medical condition known to man and what you should do about it. Now, most of the treatments that come from WebMD involve, please talk to your doctor to see what's right for you. You guys know I'm not about that. So this is the thing. When we're talking about heart attacks, all right, and having these devastating heart attacks on Monday morning, most people are going to die of a heart attack on Monday morning. Now, they say, WebMD, they have the cause as being a lack of certain proteins that are actually showing up on and seem to be more prevalent on Monday morning. Okay, so creatine kinase. Okay, what's the other one? What is it? Troponin 1. That's it. Okay, so troponin 1. They say these particular proteins are the ones that are actually causing the heart attack. Now, the heart attack itself is a side effect of something else going wrong in the body. Now, if you're trying to attribute the cause of a heart attack to a buildup of something in the body, and you're talking about it being proteins, could it be that the proteins being high in their levels are also side effects, and you have not found the root cause of the problem? Because they always say, we suspect it's this, all right? We suggest that this might be the problem. When you say stuff like that, it means you don't know. It means that you haven't done enough research, and you haven't studied the human body enough to actually know what's going on in your own field. That's why when people try to come at me with an argument like, you're not a doctor, you're not in the field, you don't know what you're talking about, why do you have something to say on this? It's because, Junior, I am an anatomy and physiology instructor. I do my own medical research. Whatever I have a hypothesis on, I try on me, and then I suggest it to other people, and damn it, it works. So that's how I have the credibility. Now, here's the thing. When a doctor tells you something like that, and they're a specialist, they're talking from their own limited view of surgery and drugs. Okay? If those are the only 2 tools you have, what kind of diagnosis do you think you're going to get? You don't have much of a toolbox, do you? All right, now, here's another one. There's another website called healthgrades.com. They are talking about a protein called PA1. Okay, this protein is also high when a person has a heart attack. In these Monday morning studies, seems to be one of the ones that are high. Again, I still believe that's a side effect. It's not a cause of a heart attack. Okay, now, what I want you guys to realize is that what they're trying to do is put forth suggestions, and they're not making any definitive, all right, prognosis as to what the problem is. What they're doing is making a, diagnosis, I'm sorry. What they're doing is making prognosis, meaning they're guessing as to what it is based on the information that they have. If all you have is side effects, what kind of information do you have? All right. Most of the time, the side effects are not even enough to diagnose the condition because so many of them overlapped. Now, not to say it's not hard to diagnose a human being with a certain condition, but I'm not into diagnoses. I am into trying to fix the problem and finding the root cause, which makes it easier to get to a diagnosis. And therefore, when you know what it is, you can get rid of it. Okay, so that's what we're talking about here today. Now, I have to say what's up to Andrea Johnson. There you go. And then we got Jeff Haynes in the house. Simply put, watch what you put in your mouth and your stress levels. Very good. That is well put, Jeff. I couldn't have said it better myself. I like that. Okay, so I'm just trying to break this down because people don't understand. Now, when they offer that up, that kind of advice, okay, raised proteins, all right, raised enzymes that are coming from this, okay, I'm not going to discount it because they might have done some research, they might have found some things, and that's completely fine with me, all right, I'm all good with it. However, here's the kind of asinine fluff that you get when you go to these medical sites. Okay, now I want you to take a look at this. Okay, I'm going to read a list to you. Okay, the first one says, get regular checkups from your doctor. All right, follow your doctor's plan. Okay, and this is like WebMD, the Mayo Clinic, all right, Healthline, all of them. Okay, they always go to ask your doctor what's best for you. All right, so right here, eat right and exercise. Oh, can it get any more cliche? Okay, and I'm going to go back to that one. So reduce your stress. Now, Jeff just said that, reduce your stress. Did you need a doctor to tell you that? All right, not really. All right, and then here's they just add the kicker right here on the end. All right, most of the medical websites. Here it is, everybody. Are you ready? If you have heart problems, ask your doctor if taking an aspirin every day is good for you, if that'll help with your condition. Now, if you have, let's see, pulmonary embolisms, okay, you don't need aspirin. You need severe anticoagulants. Okay, so in my opinion, when you guys are, if somebody's taking aspirin, okay, and remember everybody, I can't take you off of anything. That has to be done by your doctor. So I'm not recommending any of that. I'm just saying I would never. Okay, so just take it like that. But when you actually have pulmonary embolisms, meaning blood clots floating from your legs that can come up and get stuck in your lungs and ultimately cause you to have a massive congestive heart failure, heart attack. Okay, now if that is the case, anticoagulants is what you need to keep you alive in the moment. You don't take aspirin as preventative because aspirin as its byproducts break down cartilage. Oh my goodness. Can anybody tell me what's inside of your heart that's letting the blood drop from one chamber to the other? It's called a valve and it's made out of cartilage, and the aspirin is going to shut down, stop, and slow down your proteoglycan production, which is the production of your cartilage. Does that make any sense? You're taking something that over even a short, medium, or long term is going to definitely cause you a heart problem that's worse. Does that make any sense? I don't think so. All right, so when you guys look at this, don't just take information because it came from TV. I want you to really do your research. Don't just go to Google, all right? If you guys are going to Google something, go to Google Scholar where you can find a vetted medical article that you can read. And if it's too confusing, you have to learn how to read through the lines. That's why I do these videos, because I have no problem reading them. I like stuff like that, okay? I know what the abbreviations mean. I know how enzymes interact in the body. I know about allosteric effects, okay? That's the kind of stuff that I like to look at, okay? Because I like to get detailed. However, when you guys are going in there and you're doing your own research, please, Wikipedia is not good enough. All right? When you guys go online, WebMD, all right, they're biased. The Mayo Clinic, they're biased. Okay? Every single treatment leads to a doctor telling you what to do with your health. Your body is not stupid. It's self-sustaining, self-healing, self-regulating. Believe that. Okay, so please. Now, I said that I was going to go back, all right, to the one that talked about eat right and exercise. Everybody, I hope you know that's easier said than done, because exercise, when people say exercise, that's kind of, It's kind of self-explanatory, but not really, because it depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to build muscle? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to get rid of a disease? All of that requires a different type of exercise, and you can't exercise too hard if you're trying to get rid of a cancer, leukemia, stuff like that, because you don't have the oxygen carrying units in order to make that happen. So why are you trying to do something that's going against the very nature of you staying alive? It doesn't make any sense, does it? But when they tell it to you in the office, yeah, sure. All right. Maybe it's because he's wearing a white coat. Maybe it's because he has a stethoscope. Maybe it's because he has big books on his wall or a piece of paper called a diploma that you can buy at Home Depot for $8.95. All right. I meant Office Depot. All right, so let me see here. Oh, Lightning Bolt is in the house. Says, what's up, Alvin? All right, so we got a question here. I like this. All right, so Mr. Mims, no, it doesn't work with iPhone. But Pedro says, is cayenne pepper good as preventative? Yes, because it's not a drug, and it actually does help to smooth out your blood pressure. All right, that's some good stuff. And it actually increases your metabolism. So I like some cayenne. I was doing the lemonade for a while. I was doing the cayenne lemonade just to see how it worked out. It does spike your metabolism. I like that. All right, so it actually does have a good effect, but you don't want to rely on it, okay? Steady diet, okay? That's what you want, organic fruits and vegetables, juicing every day, every morning, that kind of stuff. So let's make it good for yourself. Make it good. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so I see here, very nice, very nice. Okay, so let me, it's moving on me. All right, so Jeff Haynes got a question here. All right, so look at this. All right, we got a good suggestion here. I'm going to throw it up here. It says, I wouldn't take aspirin. I would take white willow bark extract. All right, see, the natural stuff. No side effects. Does the job immediately. Don't have to take it for the rest of your life, just for the time that you guys have the ailment. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. I like that. All right, so let me see here. All right, so let me see. Yes, Eat, Play, Decorate said all the TV programming, there's way too many shows. Okay, so way too many shows. I thought I threw it up there. There you go. So way too many shows. Now, when we're talking about shows, we're talking about just useless content altogether, okay? But there's very little stuff that's on television and that's educational, and especially about your health. Most people's health education comes from a drug pharmaceutical commercial. It comes from an occasional documentary on a news station. You have to do way more research than that. You do know this thing is complicated. We call your body, right? All right. So yes, let's actually pay attention to that. All right. So Norma is back in the house. Norma says, good evening. Good evening, Norma. How you doing? All right. Now let's talk about the other half of that eat right and exercise. Exercise, kind of self-explanatory. When we say eat right, everybody, that is the trick. Because when I ask, is somebody in here healthy? Guess what happens? All right. They say, yes, I eat healthy. I'm eating chicken. I eat turkey meatballs. All right. I'm like, what does that mean? All right. Yes, a chicken is healthy. I'm not eating red meat. It's all the same, everybody. It's all the same. All right. Red meat is chicken, is turkey. They're all processed in the same plants. They're all processed the same way. All right. And you're not getting away from anything by eating chicken. All right. I hope you know that. Chickens have growth hormone. Chickens have antibiotics. Chickens are injected with chemicals. So are turkeys. Okay. Don't even get me started on a pig that has filled its meat with its own feces. Don't get me wrong. I have a piece of bacon every once in a while, but I also do a saline wash and a coffee enema every week. So when I'm doing that, and I'm just doing that because of the thing that's going around. So because of that, I'm trying to take care of myself. So that's why I'm trying to stay on top of stuff like that. Occasionally I do have it. Don't get me wrong. But am I going to do it every day so I can keep repoisoning my system so I don't get any benefit out of the good stuff that I'm eating? Hell no, I'm not. Okay. Now, when we also say eat right, everybody, when you see something on a package, please read the back of the package, not the front, because the front gives you all the highlights they want you to read. Gluten-free, sugar-free, fat-free, all right? No nitrates or nitrites. But when you turn it around, it still has potassium sorbate. It still has whey protein isolate. It still has carrageenan. It still has natural flavors. Yellow number 6, red number 40, green number 4, all right? It's all still in there. So why are people still reading the front of the package as if that's giving you any pertinent information about your health? about what it's going to do to you. Flip the thing around and read the back, then you get the real story. Because most people, they're just not getting that. Okay, so yes. So I had to go live on that one because it's actually just ticking me off. Now, quite an interesting statistic, and I looked it up on several medical sites to find out if that statistic was actually true, and it varies. Okay, some of them say it's closer to 70%, some of them say it's closer to 60%. So we're right in the range there, talking about people dying of a heart attack, having a severe heart attack on Monday morning between the hours of 6 a.m. and noon. That's a huge number. Now, it's not too much more than the others because the others are pretty bad on the other days, but Monday leads the statistic. Now, I don't believe it's proteins building up in your system. I don't believe it's cholesterol building up in your heart or your arteries. Nothing like that. Okay? Truthfully, you need cholesterol to form every hormone, every neurotransmitter, every enzyme in your body. You need cholesterol to do that. So when they talk about good cholesterol, bad cholesterol, nope. Different cholesterols go to different places in your body depending on what kind of damage is formed. That's it. Okay. When you guys see marbling in meat, when you eat a piece of steak, the marbling is what you call omega-3 fat that is in there, and in it is cholesterol. Okay. It's in there because of damage. Coincidentally, the damage makes it tender. When you guys are eating meat. All right. But I digress. It's a serious thing, and people don't understand that it's a problem. Okay. Now, if you guys did not know anything, you want to take care of all of the cardiovascular system. People just concentrate on the heart like it's one part that exists in a vacuum by itself and it doesn't get affected by anything else. If you smoke and you infect your lungs and you have now tar on your lungs, you have something called cardiopulmonary resuscitation. You know what that means? Heart-lung resuscitation, meaning that whatever is in your lungs goes into your heart, and whatever's in your heart, blood goes into your lungs. Okay. It's circulating all the time. So if you're doing cocaine, you're doing heroin, you're putting anything into your system that does not belong there, you are circulating it between the two systems, respiratory and cardiovascular, and you are doing damage to yourself. You don't want to do that. And people don't understand it's all related. One system does not exist in the body by itself. They all affect each other. All right. You do know that your lymphatic system dumps back into your cardiovascular system. Therefore, it has an effect on your cardiovascular system. Yes. Yes. All right. You do know your nerves control your muscles, and your muscle has to get energy from your blood, which comes from your lymphatic system. So the trash that's dumped back in there, if it's not cleaned out by your liver or your kidneys, you know it goes into your other vital organs, right? That's how you get diabetes. That's how you get leukemia. That's how you get rheumatoid arthritis. That's how you get these autoimmune diseases. And people think, oh, let me just treat the symptoms. Yes, sure. All right. So, yes. All right. So I'm going off on people. All right. So there you go. So let's say, now, Yvonne asked a good question. Okay. Yvonne asked this one. She says, what about grass-fed beef? Now, if you can get the meat from a good source, we don't have to worry about GMO. Antibiotics, chemicals, preservatives, all right? All the antibiotics they inject into them and their stomach turns into just pools of blood. We don't have to worry about that. So I have to say, yes, I agree. If you can get it, that's the best way to do the meat. If you can get it. Yes. So good question. Very good question. Very good question. Pigs eat pigs. All right. Yes. All right. We have to watch protein, calories, and fiber. Yes. And this is a good one. So, Jeff, I'm going to throw that one up there. We have to watch protein, calories, and fiber. Now, when we say, he says fibrin, but it is fibers. All right. Now, take a look, everybody. When we talk about fiber, when you talk about eating and eating good for health, most of the food that we eat nowadays has no fiber in it, meaning that it stays in your intestine and it just rots. All right, because this is what's causing all these diseases nowadays. All right, that's why kids have Crohn's disease. That's why adults have leaky gut. Okay, that's why we have poor digestion, malnutrition. All right, all of that stuff going on with our digestive system. Remember, all of this is going to relate back to your heart, which is the reason that they're saying that more than half of the population will have a heart attack sometime before they die, either fatal or non-fatal. That's a huge number. You know, there's 7 billion people on the planet. If we slice that in half, that's 3.5 billion people that can possibly have a heart attack before they die unless they change something. That's scary to me. I don't know about you, but that's a huge number. Huge. And the hospital industry, they're just like, oh yeah, bring them on. We'll bill all their insurance and we'll become super trillionaires. But it ain't supposed to be a business. It's supposed to be healthcare. It's not a bank. We're not selling t-shirts on fucking Shopify. All right. This is your health. It's supposed to come first, regardless of money, regardless of your insurance. People are supposed to be able to get help when they need it, not when they can pay for it. Yeah. All right. So that's what we got here. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys, because we want to see if you guys have any comments for this one. So I'm going to flip this over and we're going to go over to the 12TICKS app. If anybody wants to jump in, okay, feel free to jump into the app. We're going to start a conversation on the app. If you guys have because it doesn't work with iPhones, everybody, you need an Android phone. All right. I'm working on it. Okay. Apple is just, dude, they're slow. All right. But all right, I'm working on it. But as far as this, everybody, you got to have an Android phone for now. And then later on, we'll have the Apple on there. All right. So yes. All right. So we'll have it on there. Now, if anybody wants to jump into the chat, go ahead and jump into the chat so we can see you for real on here. If you're not scared. Okay. So I know you guys like typing in the chat and all that good stuff. But if you got an Android phone, go ahead and jump on here and we'll see what you guys got. Okay. So jump on the app and we'll see. It's at the Google Play Store, everybody. Google Play Store. All you have to do is jump on there, jump in there, and then we'll start a conversation as soon as we get some people in there. Okay. Now, I am actually going to go with some things to help you out here, because I don't think it's right that people actually have heart attacks and they're actually afraid for their lives, because people are having heart attacks younger and younger nowadays. You're not even supposed to be at risk until you're into your 60s. All right. But now people think, oh, I'm 49. I'm old. All right. Yeah, my heart attack is right around the corner. What kind of mindset is that? Okay. Can we get some confidence here? And that's going to come from you actually doing the things that you need to do on a very small level. Nobody said you had to drop down and do P90X right now and just completely do a 160 in 2 days. All right. So it's supposed to be 360, but a 360 in 2 days. Nobody said that. Take small, tiny steps. Okay. Sometimes it's just walking up and down the steps in your house. All right. That kind of stuff. Oh, look at this. We got somebody in there. Very nice. Okay. So you guys will see. Can you guys see me? Okay. I got to switch it over. We got somebody in the chat here. Okay. So let me see. We're going to go to the ticker. Here you go. Bam. All right. Now you guys are going to see me in the ticker right here. And you guys see, bam, I am in there. Now you'll see that I have like 27 seconds left. I'm not going to use all that. I'm going to hit the finish button and then you guys are going to see the next person is going to jump in. So I want to know what you think about what we've been talking about today. Ask a question, make a comment, whatever you got. I'm going to throw it in here. So here you go. All right. There you go.
Yes, this is Andre Ferris from St. Louis, Missouri. I was just trying to say that my grandmother died in this living room from a heart attack, and we didn't.
Oh, it's only 12 seconds, so you have to you have to say it fast, or you actually have to. I'm going to skip back, but you actually have to say it fast, or you have to upgrade so you can get more time. So I'm going to go back to you.
Yes, I was saying my grandmother had a heart attack, and she was eating real bad too. So, yeah.
Now that when he says that, I'm gonna tell you guys, my grandmother was the same way. Even up when she was sick, she could not be without her Pepsi. All right, she couldn't. All right, she had to have red meat almost every day or every other day. It's the same exact thing. So I thank you, man, for jumping into the chat with me. All right, I like this. So if you want, you can stay in there or you can jump it out. But somebody else, do we have anybody else willing to jump in there with us? Okay, so anybody else willing to jump into the conversation? This is how it's going to look when we actually get this going. All right, I'm going to bring this closer over so we can hear everybody on the microphone. So let me see. Yes, it should not be coming through the phone. It was supposed to be coming through the computer, but hopefully you guys can still hear it. Hopefully you can hear it. Okay, let's see here. All right, here we go again. All right, and there he is.
I'm still here.
All right, so there you go. So see, this is good stuff. All right, so anybody else who wants to jump in, feel free, jump in. He's in here. All right, so feel free. Now let's go ahead with it here. Okay, I'm gonna turn it towards me. Okay, let's see. There you go. All right, so we can get a somewhat of a picture here. So I'm gonna say, if anybody wants to jump in, feel free. Go ahead and jump in there. All right, I'm gonna switch back to the other one and see if we get any more people in the chat here. Okay, now take a look, everybody. When we are talking about this and we're doing this live, all right, you guys are actually seeing this. I want you to know that I want to tell you guys some ways to exactly start improving the health of your heart right away without exercising and doing stuff like that. Now, I do want you to do a little bit of activity, even if that's walking up and down the steps of your house, parking your car farther away and walking to the supermarket when you guys get out. I want you to do something, okay? If you're really heavy, I want you to get up and down on the couch. That is cool with me, all right? I don't mind that at all. It just has to be some activity to get the circulation going so that you can improve the health of your heart. Because if you remember, everyone, whenever you guys put strain on any part of your body, it forces your body to respond and therefore grow. All right, especially with your heart. So let's go ahead and start working with this and show you guys how we're actually going to help you. Now, let's get down to the science of your heart muscle, because I don't want anybody in here having a heart attack anytime soon. First thing I'm going to tell you guys to do is what? Okay, so somebody throw it in the chat, or you guys can jump onto the app. Tell me what I'm going to tell you to do first every time you start any kind of health protocol. Okay, so throw it in the chat. Let me see. All right, I'm going to see if you guys know this by now. You should. Okay, so let me see. They're saying build out. Wait a minute. So... yeah, Jeff, that's a good one. Yes. What's the app called? 12TICKS.com. It's right there. It was right on the bottom. Now, Jeff says they're saying build a hospital and they will come. It's almost guaranteed. That's one of the only businesses where that is true. That is one of the only businesses. All right. Now, Eat, Play, Decorate. She says cleanse. Ha. All right. So cleanse. All right. That is correct. Okay. Saline wash, coffee enema. All right. Now, saline wash is going to take everything out of your digestive system, from your mouth all the way to your anus. There will be nothing left, okay? Nothing left to poison your system. Now you're starting off at zero. If you want to lose weight, best way to do it, because now you don't have poisonous foods that are going to actually cause these poisons to build up in your fat cells, and now your body doesn't want to burn the fat cells because they're filled with poison. Second of all, the coffee enema is going to give you a brand new liver. When you got this brand new big old organ over here that can now clean your blood and give you more white blood cells, back up your red blood cells, and actually secrete your bile so you can break down the fat, so you can get the cholesterol, so you can make your body hormones, neurotransmitters, okay? All that good stuff. That's what you're starting yourself off with when you do that first saline wash and that coffee enema. That's why I always start off with that. Now, the reason I really want you to do the saline wash is because if you don't have a cleared out colon and you have all this food in there from when you were 3 years old, 7 years old, 12 years old, caked up against the insides of your intestines, that means that I could give you the best vitamin supplements and everything in the world. You won't absorb them. That's the problem. You can't absorb anything. You are not what you eat. You are what you absorb. Okay, so you got that one. Now, I'm going to tell you how to do this. Okay, so let's do this. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys is, first of all, when you're talking about your heart, you have to think about what your heart is made out of. Okay, that's what's going to help us. And when you know what the heart is made out of, you basically know what your blood vessels are made out of, your arteries, your veins, your capillaries. Okay, all of that goes together. So you don't want to have a healthy heart and then be ready to blow holes in your arteries. You don't want to have a deep vein thrombosis and all of a sudden your blood stops flowing and that'll kill you anyway from an aneurysm. Okay, you don't want stuff like that. So what we want to do is do the whole system. And I'm about to tell you guys what you need for the whole system. Now, your heart, your arteries, your veins, your capillaries, they all have inside of them muscle and therefore nerve. You need healthy omega-3 fats, first of all, okay? Now, if you're going to get that from food, that is fish, that is nuts, that is avocado, all right? That is butter, or fish oils if you want to supplement it. But you need one of those because the fat is important for the nerves. Nerves control muscles. Remember, it's not by itself. All right, that's number one. You need that. All right, I put the links to this stuff in the description down below if you guys want to click on it, because I want to take you right to it. If anybody just wants to start right now because you're like, I'm in trouble, I need this. Okay, now the next thing you guys have to worry about is the muscle itself, which is in all of it. Okay, now muscle requires potassium, sodium, and calcium to work. Those are the three ions that make it work. So they have to flow back and forth to open and close the gates, and that's how you move your muscles. That's how you make compound movements with your muscles. When you guys start running, and your heart picks up its pace, that's what you need. Potassium, calcium, sodium. Those are the three ions. Now, here's the thing, everybody. In what I'm going to suggest for you, it has all of this. Okay, now let's get to the next thing that you guys need. Okay, how about a digestive enzyme? Because here's the thing. When you guys think you're eating meat to get protein, it's a secondary form of protein, and it's a poor form at that after it's been digested by another animal. You were supposed to get the protein from a plant. I'm thinking, if you're like most people, you don't eat a bunch of fruits and vegetables every day. And therefore, you're going to have to supplement in order to get what you needed out of the fruits and vegetables. Okay, so why do we need a digestive enzyme? What does digestion have to do with our heart? Listen, everybody, and listen well. Your normal flora, the bacteria in your gut, actually processes some proteins that you cannot on your own, all right? And your heart needs them. So therefore, if you guys are not processing correctly, digesting correctly, absorbing correctly, you don't get the benefit of that. No wonder everybody's heart is weak. Now, if we go further than that, everybody, all right, you guys are going to need something called vitamin B1. They call it thiamine, all right, and vitamin B12. Okay, you need those. Now, I would suggest you don't buy those separately. Okay, you get a B complex. Okay, so that's what's going to do it for you. Now, the last thing we need to make our heart super strong is selenium. Okay, it is selenium. Now, if you guys did not know, you don't have to eat table salt. You don't even have to eat. I don't want you to stop eating good salt, pink Himalayan sea salt, Celtic sea salt, that kind of stuff. Table salt, it's a poison. All right, leave it alone. Okay, but when you look at selenium, selenium is sodium selenate. That means it's a form of salt. All right, so when you're getting that, and it's a salt that directly helps the sodium portion that you need to run the muscle. All right. Now, there ain't no selenium in Cane's chicken fingers. There ain't no selenium in your barbecue ribs. There is no selenium in your Budweiser. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want it, you're either going to have to supplement it, or you're going to have to eat fresh, green, organic vegetables. Okay. And most people are like, oh, it's nasty. It's not. So what? It's keeping you alive. Okay, now I'm going to give you guys one other one, because here, well, I'll give you that after I explain this. Now, that's the muscle, everybody. We're taking care of the heart muscle. However, usually and that's real good, extensive advice to help you guys bulletproof your heart. I'm going to take it further, okay? In the inside of your heart, you have 4 chambers, and between all the chambers, you have a valve. The valve is not made out of muscle, everybody. The valve is made out of cartilage. And you know what you need to build cartilage? It's called collagen, proteoglycans and elastin. That's what you need to strengthen the cartilage in your heart. Here's the problem, everybody. Blood vessels do not run through cartilage. Not anywhere in your body. Not in your heart, not in your elbows, not in your shoulders, not in your hip joints, not in your knees. All right? Cartilage does not get vascularized. All right? Meaning blood does not flow through them. They are left by themselves. And because that is the case, it is the slowest healing tissue in your body. All right? Now, can you guys now see with that explanation how it's easier to have a heart attack, that health problem, than to have anything else go wrong in your body? Think about it. If you rip or tear a muscle, you can repair it pretty quickly. Give yourself a few months. It's right back to normal. All right. We can tear or destroy almost anything else in the body with the exception of nerves. But the cartilage, the parts that are joining everything and causing everything to bend, they heal the slowest. And if they heal slow in your heart, that makes it severely easier to have a heart attack. Now we can see how so many people are having one. Okay, I'm even going to tell you how to fix that. Now, in any cartilage in your body, because it's not vascularized, no blood is running through it, you still get nutrients in there. It just happens by absorption, meaning it takes a lot longer. That's why if you want to fix a joint that you have or cartilage in your body, you have to heat it up. That increases the size of the pores. And then we can actually get in there with penetration, because you can't get to it because it's surrounded by something called the perichondrium. Okay, so peri means around, chondro means cartilage. So it's a layer that surrounds, and it slowly seeps into the perichondrium, and the perichondrium distributes it evenly to the cartilage. All right, that's going to be in your knee. That's all. But if you guys remember, if you just sit all the time, or if you just stand all the time, you barely bend your legs, in your knees, the cartilage will never heal because you are not bending the joint to let that absorption happen. You're just keeping pressure on the joint. So same thing in your heart, everybody. Your heart never gets a rest. The valves never stop. So when are they going to get a chance to repair? Okay, they have to do it while they're working, which is why it's easy to have a heart attack. It's working even though it's broken, because it can't stop. Because if it stops, you stop. That's what we call a myocardial infarction, a massive heart attack. Okay, so we got to fix the cartilage. Now, if you guys do this, okay, you can do this topically and internally and hit it from both sides. I'm going to give you a secret weapon. Now, this is called aloe vera juice. The link is in the description for the purest one I could find and the one I used to use a couple of years ago. Okay, my knees are fine. I don't need it anymore. Okay, everybody, my knees are fine. All right, mine bend just great all the way up. All the way up. Okay, I can bend down. Take a look. All right, not kidding you. All right. All right, there you go. I can bend down all the way. No knee problems, no elbow problems, no shoulder problems, no hip problems. Okay, that is what I'm talking about, because I fixed it. So I don't feel the need to take it every day. But when I was doing it 2-3 times a day because it works. All right. When you guys go to the link below, it's 100% aloe vera juice with no preservatives, no additives, no nothing, and it has a high rating on the site I'm sending you to. Now, here, if you guys take a look at the other ones, you'll see they got potassium sorbate, they got erythritol, they got all this other stuff, okay? If you don't like the taste, mix it with pineapple, mix it with the orange juice. I don't care. Get it into your system because it works, and it works acutely, meaning it fixes the problem fast. If you guys didn't know about arthritis, aloe vera juice fixes arthritis from the outside, or if you drink it from the inside, I suggest both, okay? It fixes arthritis because it allows it to seep into the cartilage so you can repair it. All right, I'm trying to go deep here because I'm trying to fix your problem. Okay, I'm trying to get you guys to see this. I don't recommend anything I haven't tried on myself. You guys know that already. So just take the advice, see how it works for you. And everybody, I'm not recommending any drugs for you. Okay, If you guys make sure you're not allergic to anything. That's the first thing. Make sure you're not allergic. But when you guys get this, please report back and tell us how it worked for you. Because if it helped you, it'll help somebody else. If it helps somebody else, we can help more and more people, and they'll start finding out ways to help themselves, but without thinking that they got to run to the doctor every time something goes wrong. Okay, so please, all right, trying to help them out. Now, I don't want you guys buying, now that I have explained all of that, okay, I want to say, I don't want you guys buying all of these separately. Okay, the links in the description are all you need. And one of the links I haven't showed you yet is called Andrew Lessman's Essential One, my multivitamin I take every day. Why do I want you to get that? Because take a look, everybody. It has all the B vitamins in there, not just B1 and B12, the ones you need. It has all the B vitamins in there. Okay. When we talk about copper, what's needed to strengthen your blood vessels, your arteries, veins, capillaries, it's in there. When we talk about selenium, it's in there. Let me see, how much is it? Selenium, 364 times the daily dose. Let's get healthy. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Extremely bioavailable. That's how it looks, everybody. That's where I'm sending you to get this. This is a 6-month supply, 360 capsules in here. Okay, that's what I got here, 360 capsules. And you guys will see it has everything in there. Oh, look, they have selenium, which is, all right, sodium selenate. All right, there's your sodium. All right. Oh my goodness, it has calcium in there. Another thing you need for the muscle of your heart. Oh my goodness, it has potassium in there. Exactly what you need for your heart. Oh my goodness, B1 all the way to B12. It has it in there. Something I suggested. Yes. All right. Maybe it has some digestive enzymes in there. Now, for the digestive enzymes, I suggest you to get the Pro-One-Zyme, because that thing, it has all of them in there, because most people just sell one of the things in there, and Pro-One-Zyme has, I think it's 6 of them in there. Okay. So when you guys get that, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm not trying to BS you. Okay, you guys can go right on there. You can look at the back of the package. You can see this is a long profile, and most multivitamins don't have this in there. I would not promote a multivitamin from the company that I actually like, because it doesn't have half the stuff that's in here. And this is bioavailable, and I've been taking this for 5 years now. So I'm not letting it go. This is a 6-month supply. All right, every day. Don't miss it. All right. So yes, get you some. Okay, get you some. All right. So I'm trying to save you money. So I don't want you buying these each individual, because look, when it says this on here and you say, how do they get all this stuff in this one little capsule? And when I buy like a vitamin B1 capsule, it's huge. It's filler. That's why. It's not bioavailable. That's why. They're adding stuff to bulk it up so they can charge you more. That's why. Okay. The quality is poor. That's why. This is bioavailable, and I can vouch for it. And if you guys ever saw anything sold by Andrew Lessman, the reviews are always 5-star. Like 4.9 is the lowest. So it's crazy. All right. But that's why people swear by it, because it works. That's why I take it, because it works. I'm not doing it to sell you anything. I don't have an affiliate contract with him. Okay. As far as that, with my other site, yes, I will get a little something, but it's nominal. I'm just doing this to help you guys. Period. Bioavailable, got everything in it that you need for your heart, and people are still like, oh my God. So if you do that and you just cut out about, let's say, half, you cut out half the barbecue ribs, you cut out half the beer, all that kind of stuff, you're going to see tremendous improvements in your body, because you're giving your body what it needs as far as its nutrients, its vitamins, its minerals. Okay, so there you go. So I just tried to give you guys everything, just try to throw it out there so you guys can actually start fixing yourself now. And I know you got a family member that has heart problems. I already know that. So please use this information, tell them this information, show them this video. I don't care, but make sure that they get the help they need. Okay, so make sure they get it. Okay, let me see here. All right, from Thailand, Money Machine Gun back in the house. I love it. Okay, look, Jesse had it. Jesse has the answer. Look at it. Look at this on the screen, everybody. A saline wash in a coffee. That is great. Get rid of sugar. Yep. All right, so I like it. I like it. Now, Fairies has a good long comment here. Let me see this. Okay. I'm going to throw this up here. Okay. So Ferry says right here, a couple of weeks ago, I was walking to clock in at work and my knee gave out on me and it popped and started hurting and started swelling. I put some CBD ointment on it and that I made in my kitchen and the pain is gone. I don't want to try to override your story, but that actually happened to my mom too. Yes. And she did same thing. Same thing. Something she made in her kitchen and boom. But pain was gone. So yeah. Very good. Very good. All right. So I like that. I like that. See, when you guys start getting your own home remedies and stuff like that, you guys start seeing what this is all about. Oh man, this is going to be good stuff. This is good stuff. All right. Now, can you show the size of the vitamin? All right. Josie says that, yes, it's not big at all. It's not like a horse pill. All right. So that's a good question there. So when you see this, take a look. It's just a regular size. And it's got all that in there in high concentrations. This is like super concentrated. So I love it. And what I do is I break the supplement open and I actually put it in my smoothies because I can't swallow pills because I have an esophageal stricture. All right. I was poisoned by a big company you wouldn't know when I was a baby. All right. So yes. So there you go. So they're not big pills. It's easy to swallow. It goes down easy. Super bioavailable. Starts working immediately, especially if you did a saline wash. I mean, like absorbing like crazy, and you're going to get the benefit right away. Okay, so yes. And when I say right away, everybody, I mean like when I take it after I do my saline washes and I put this in my smoothies, I mean like joint pain the same day gone. Okay, because I like to play golf, right? So yes. All right. So I got you. So we got some comments coming in here. I'm assuming that the people who are in here right now, they only have iPhones. All right. That was you guys' mistake. All right. Apple makes everything more difficult. That's not true, but I'm just saying that because my app doesn't have it yet. All right. So let me see. It says, I get my omega-3s from flax oil. Oh, that's a good source. That's a good source. All right. And my B vitamins from non-fortified nutritional yeast. Oh, that's good. All right. So yes, that activated yeast or that nutritional yeast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is good. And not only that, the activated yeast or nutritional yeast, that gives you iron, bioavailable iron. And if you're anemic, it's a godsend. I'm telling you. All right. So yes. All right. So good one. Good one. All right. So if anybody has any other questions, you feel free to throw them in the chat. But I just wanted to tell you guys, for real, are you ready for your Monday morning heart attack? Or are you going to do something about it? All right. Now, some of these sites say that it's the stress of getting up in the morning because stress hormones actually do wake you up in the morning. However, I don't find that to be the case because you have to wake up every morning. So why would that be a contributing factor? Even as you get older, it's not enough. So they're just reaching, they're grasping at straws, trying to come up with an explanation as to why Monday morning is a special time. I'm going to give you my opinion on that. I believe it's not stress from stress hormones of you waking up. I think it's the stress of starting out a week doing something as a human being that you never thought you would be doing at this point in your life. I think it's a severe stress response that actually is killing people and giving them these heart problems. I believe that when you wake up in the morning and you don't have your own purpose to fulfill, I think you feel empty inside, and that messes with your head, causing a stress response, which leads to your own physical manifestation of your health problems. That's what I think. I think the anticipation of work is worse than work itself. That's what I think is causing these problems. People forget how powerful the psychoactive component of the mind is. Your mind actually does have great power over your body. You can literally think yourself sick. You can literally think yourself well. People think these things are placebos. All right. Now, when you guys read a news article, and please, I want you to hear this. When you read a news article or you look at something on Facebook or you see something on Instagram or you watch the news on television, you're going to hear stories about, oh, the person, they just didn't go to the doctor because they had cancer and they actually died and they were trying to do that healthy stuff. And they believed in the secret and all that stuff. Now, I don't believe the secret is literal. Okay, so I'm not saying if you sit in your living room and you wish for $1 million, it's going to drop on your head. All right, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you guys think the person who is actually trying to get the help by thinking positively to get rid of your disease, the trick is you can't just say that you believe it and then get the result. You actually have to believe it, because there are documented cases of all the placebo effect stuff to the positive that you can count on the internet. And it's like actual real proof with case studies. So we know it's real. All right. You can't look at these news stories. Oh, they should have gone to the doctor. They would have survived. Yeah, right. You believe that bull if you want to. However, I'm going to tell you this. The trick is they really have to believe it. Give you an example. All right. The New York Times reported a story that said that fake surgery, as good as the real surgery, study finds. So they have to fact check these people. It's in a news article, especially in New York Times. All right. You have to retract if it's false. So they go in and they write this story and it finds out what happened. 400 people signed up for an experimental surgery to have their knee operated on because their knee cartilage was gone. I mean, everybody, all 400 people who signed up for this study had bad knees and they could barely walk, or they had the assistance of a wheelchair or crutches. Okay. Real problems. So half the people, all right, were split into two separate groups of 200 people apiece. However, they weren't told that. All right. All the people who came in thought they were all getting the experimental surgery, but only half of them got the surgery. The other half just had slits put in their knee to make it look like they had surgeries. And when they did that, the study found that all of them reported the same recovery. All of them. Even the ones who did not get a surgery, whose knees were bad. So when you go back and look at this, it seems that the fake surgery, they all reported the same recovery after 1 year. So that means that because they believed they got the surgery, their body psychoactively made it come true. That is real. That is documented. That's not made up stuff that's a false hoax on the internet. It actually happened, and it was reported in a real newspaper. And you can go find dozens more of these in medical articles where the placebo effect was used as a positive result instead of a negative one. But people don't believe that. See, when somebody says, oh, they died anyway, trying to do that positive thinking stuff. Yes, how hard is it to think positive when your doctor just told you you're going to die anyway? It's kind of hard to believe in yourself, ain't it? So the key or the trick is you actually have to believe it in order for it to happen. You can't just say you want it. You actually have to make it real up there first. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so Lamb says, thank you as always, Alvin. Can we start using all your suggestions as a preventative for ourselves if our heart and vessels are healthy according to our blood readings? Of course. All right, that's what I do. I got to tell you, I told you, I use everything that I tell you guys about. And if I haven't used it at least 10 times, I'm not going to tell you about it. Okay. So everything I recommend is right in my cabinet, right in my refrigerator. So it's there. Take a look. NAD. I told people last week, NAD plus. I told them I was going to get some more anti-aging, right? Because I'm hell bent on getting younger, everybody. All right. But I wanted to try something, right? I eat my fruits and vegetables. I drink my organic smoothies every morning. All right. I know that helps me, but I said, if I can boost it, I'm going to try it. So I've been trying this. This is like 2 months. Yes, because it was a month and a half. Now it's 2. But you guys will see. All right, I bought some more. This is not an empty bottle, so take a look. All right, so you guys will see it. Now, I'm supposed to hold it on my tongue for 30 seconds. But I'm just going to take a little drop. Now, the reason I take that, everybody, is because I want to dabble with it. I want to see how far I can go as far as joint health and as far as heart health and as far as feeling good, as far as energy, as far as my liver at optimum, my pancreas feeling good, my spleen. I want to make all this stuff kind of not just level. I want to make it top shelf. Okay, I want to get it optimized. Yes. So yes, I want to see. I want to try some things. Okay, so look at that. That was a good one there. I like that. All right, look at that. I like it. So right here, Zakima says, so believing is the secret. Yes, believing is the secret. That is correct. All right, so that's the thing. That's the things, and that's hard. It sounds simple, but it's so profound because it's hard. It's hard to really believe something. Okay, so yeah. All right. So, yep. So Lambs is agreeing. I like that. I like that. So very nice. Very nice. All right. So, oh, I like that. Look at this. All right. So Truth Bite says, truth in plain sight. In the beginning was the Logos. John 1:1. All right. So I like it. I like it. All right. Feeling is also the secret. Christina's back in here. Christina jumped into the ticker with me last time. So thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. All right. What's a good natural alternative to lisinopril? What is it? What do you use it for? Because I don't keep up with drugs because I don't use them. So what are you using it for? All right, that's a good one. Somebody else might know. I try to keep up with like stuff that is on the health front, but not necessarily with medications. All right, so thank you for sharing helpful information, Norma. No problem at all. No problem at all. Okay, none at all. All right, yes. HBP, high blood pressure. Okay, so I got you. Now, here's the thing: if you want to lower your blood pressure, all that takes is tantric breathing. Truthfully. All right. If your blood pressure is high, if you deep breathe for 10 minutes, in through the nose, out through the nose. All right. People say out through the mouth. All right. In through the nose, out through the nose is tantric. So when you do that, you'll notice that your blood pressure simmers down. Okay. It goes down. Now, truthfully, do not try not to. If you don't have to, if your doctor said put you on something, then you have to let him take you off of it. But as far as this, if you actually trying to get your blood pressure down to normal levels, blood pressure is when it rises, that's an intelligent reaction by your body to keep you alive. Because people are like, well, my blood pressure is a side effect. You don't fix side effects. You fix the root cause. Your blood pressure is high because either something is wrong with your heart or your blood vessels are unable to adjust themselves, maybe because of something you're taking. So if that is the case, then guess what? If you can't control your blood vessels because a drug has taken that away from you, if your blood pressure adjusts depending on your physiology. So if it's high for a reason. And one of the reasons is it's trying to keep you alive. Okay. You don't just adjust, your blood pressure just doesn't jump up just because it feels like it. Your blood pressure, that's an intelligent reaction by your body to get more blood flowing in your system so you can get the same amount of nutrients, minerals, and vitamins to your vital organs, even though there is a blockage in the way. Okay. That's an intelligent response. You don't try to outguess your body. It knows what it's doing. Okay. So very good. Very good. All right. So look at this. All right. Now this is something that she is actually doing. And if she does it enough, I'm going to assume that this is working. So I visualize my esophagus as supple, soft, and round. I do worry about cortisol and cholesterol. Now, cortisol is an anti-inflammatory. You want that. They call it your stress hormone, but you want that in your system because it calms down inflammation to keep your organs from going into shock. Okay, so cortisol is a good thing. Okay, they call it your stress hormone, and you don't want to see it in your blood because it means you're stressed out, but it's a good thing. It's an anti-inflammatory. Okay, let me see. And cholesterol. Now, cholesterol, also not a bad thing. Okay, it just shows up in response to damage. Okay, so yes, doesn't matter what kind it is. Different types show up in different kinds of damage depending on where the damage happened. Okay, so very good. All right, so what provokes back pain and how do I help it? That could be a lot of things. That's too general of a question. All right, so Mr. Ms. That's too general. I need more information as far as the back. Yeah, I need more for that. Now, if we're talking about, because it could be nerve, it could be muscle, it could be connective tissue. So since you're young, I would doubt if it's connective tissue. So if we're assuming it's muscle, then remember, if you know it's been hit, traumatized, bruised, okay, you put ice on it and then that'll tighten up the muscle. It'll help it repair itself. And then when the circulation gets the reparative mechanisms in there, it'll fix it. But if you feel tingling, burning, all right, and pain, That's a nerve, not the muscle. And then you want to put heat on the back and then let slowly, do not do, once you put the heat on there and you take the heat off, don't do anything fast. All right. Slow it down until it comes back to regular temperature. And then you can start moving around. Because if you put heat on your back and then you try to start moving around and your back went out, it'll make it worse. So please be careful if you're going to apply heat to your back to fix it. Okay, so yes. All right, so let me see. All right, so Hawthorn. Look, Jeff Haynes says hawthorn berry extract works well, and beet juice, the metric oxide. I think it's supposed to be nitric oxide. All will address that high blood pressure. All right. So now I like the breathing. All right. Because anytime you can do something without taking something, because you don't want to start taking it for the rest of your life. However, I do have to agree with you because I have used those. So yes, especially beet juice. Oh my goodness. Yes, I put beets in my smoothies every morning. Yes, that's one of those. Yes. All right. Love it. I used a massage gun. Oh, that's pretty good. Yes, he's using like a Theragun. It's something like that. That's the name brand. But the massage gun that actually, what do they call it? Pulsates. So it can get the muscle and really rough it up a little bit to loosen up the nerve. Yeah. All right. So very good. Very good. All right. Now, she said, Christina asked, what can I do about B vitamins? Okay. Now, B vitamins, you just think B is for blood. Usually, most of the time, B vitamins are used to build your blood. All right. The components of your blood, making your blood work. So a lot of them are for that reason. Now, they're used in other parts of the body as far as tissues, but I think blood when I think B vitamins. Okay. So that's basically what they're for. I hear what is this I hear about vitamin B17? Vitamin B17 is one of they call it an extreme B vitamin because it does help with cancer. You find it in apricot kernels and stuff like that. However, it's called Laetrile. That's the other alternative name for it. And on the market, what it does is it's supposed to help with cancer, but if you take it in too high amounts, it supposedly can shut down organs. Now, I've tried it. Okay, it's in the apple seeds. It's in the apricot seeds. I've tried it, and I had no side effects or anything like that. And I did it. What did I have? I did it every day through apple seeds because I did the whole apple instead of just cutting out the core. I did the whole apple. I did that for about 3 months, and I had no side effects, no coughing, no nausea, no nothing. So now that's me. Remember, I'm 6'3" and I'm 235 pounds. So that it's not going to affect me badly. Okay, so I can take a lot. So, all right, so just remember, height and weight does play a part in this when you guys are trying things. Okay, let me see here. All right, and it helps sometimes. How? Yes. Jean Memos, I skipped one of your other ones. You said it was another one. Oh, no, it was Eat, Play, Decorate. She said, what's the link between strikes and heart attacks? Strikes? I'm confused. What does that mean? Okay, I'm interested in this. I don't know what strikes means. Okay, so very good, very good. All right, so and it helps somehow, and it comes back. Okay, so now what you want to do is remember when you have back pain, that doesn't mean to stop using your back. Okay, it's one of the worst things you can actually do with back pain. If you guys feel like if you're lifting in the gym and you feel your back pull or you feel like a muscle detached in your back, you don't go and sit down. That makes it worse. All right, you don't say, oh, I'm going to rest for 2 weeks now because my back went out. No, that's the worst thing you can do for your back. You actually have to start lightly working it out again, and it starts coming back. I had that happen at the gym myself, and I actually had to go through a lot of videos and a lot of articles to actually find somebody who knew what they were talking about because it just seemed that when I was sitting, it was getting worse. So when I actually found somebody and they were like, oh, no, you actually have to work that out. So you have to reactivate the nerve. You have to get the muscle back loose again, and then it'll start repairing itself because it needs circulation to fix itself. And when I started going to the gym with a bad back and actually working out, not heavy, but working out and just doing the light weights and the light deadlifts, the back came back, and it came back pretty quickly. And I was like, damn, what? Yes. So don't think that resting it, especially for your back, is going to fix it. Sometimes you need to continue with activity because you need the circulation. Okay. So yeah. All right. I had to go through that one. Strokes. There you go. I was wondering, I was like, what? Strikes? All right. Is picket lines are causing heart attacks? Maybe. So, all right, strokes and heart attacks. Now, truthfully, it's the exact same thing. It's just a different body part that is happening in. So when you think about a stroke just happened in your head. It's the same thing. Sudden reduced blood flow to your heart is called a myocardial infarction, a heart attack. Sudden reduced blood flow to your brain is called a stroke. They are the exact same thing. So the cause is basically the same. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so very good question. Very good question. Patricia Harris. Look at this. She has a question. I'm going to throw it up here. Okay, now Patricia Harris asks, what can I do about restless leg syndrome? Have had it for 5 months. I wrap my feet all day and night and still has not gone away. I notice when I eat sweets at night, it gets worse. You got to ask somebody else that one, because truthfully, I don't think that's a condition. I do it all the time. And I just think, it's a way to burn energy. And I like to dance. I like to run. I like to be active. So because of that, I don't really think it's a disease or a problem. When they call it restless leg, I don't think that's a disease. I just think you need more activity. However, so you'll have to ask somebody else if you want to stop it, because I don't look at it as a problem. So, so I couldn't answer that one for you. I couldn't answer that one. All right. So that's a good question, but yeah. All right. So that is it, everybody. We have, oh my goodness, it's been an hour and 10 minutes already. So I have to say thank you, young man, for jumping in there and actually helping me out with the ticker. I know Christina wasn't in here at the time, or she would have jumped in there too. But if you guys have an Android phone, please jump in there, jump on the ticker here, and we can get you guys live on the app so we can actually see you guys, actually have you guys tell the real story here and actually make some comments. Okay. Just remember though, it's called 12TICKS.com. And that means you only have 12 seconds. I'm going to throw it up here for you so you guys can see it. So I want you guys to jump in this ticker the next time so you guys get your Android phone. Okay, and you can jump in the ticker here, and then we'll actually have a conversation with a bunch more people in here as we do this more and more often. All right, so I don't have Apple yet. Okay, they're being difficult. But hopefully you guys, by watching this video today, you learned some things to do about your heart. You actually got some questions answered, and you can help somebody else deal with a heart problem should they have one. Okay, that is it for us today, everybody. This is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet. We're going to shout some people out, and then we're going to get out of here. So let's go ahead and shout out our people here to see what we got. Okay, so take a look here, everybody. I'm going to see if I can throw it over here. All right, so I want to see if you guys can see it on here. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if they will show up. Okay, so, all right, go ahead and throw your messages in there, everybody. Yes, all right, you guys see it. Anagano Williams is in the house. All right, look at that. Christina, thank you for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Chris, yes, we got Christina again. All right, so you guys go ahead and throw a chat in there. All right, just throw something in the chat, and then we'll shout you out, and then we'll get out of here, okay? Jeff Haynes is always answering the questions. All right, so look at that. Jeff Haynes says compression socks. All right, so there you go. All right, I like that. Okay, so compression socks. Yes. All right, so very nice, very nice. Okay, so anybody else, throw it in there. Yvonne Daniels, Yvonne, thank you. All right, you guys throw it in there so I don't have to scroll all the way up. All right, Money Machine Gun, Mr. Mims Kitchen. All right, so thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for being such great people. Listening, asking questions is always fantastic. If anybody needs anything that is in this video, I put the links in the description so you guys don't have to go looking for everything. You can find right what you need, go to it, order it, and you got it. Okay, so make this easy. Make it easy. Okay, so Lambs is in the house. Yes, much appreciated. Much love, everybody. I got to give it back right to you. Okay, I really do appreciate it. Nothing but gratitude on this side. And I will see you guys again next week. You guys will notice that I'm doing this more often, but on Fridays when I talk to you guys, I do this under the human health link, but every other time I'll be doing it under the 12TICKS studio setup that I got, so we can actually center it more around your conversations instead of just letting it be a one-way thing. Okay, so that is it, Mr. Mims. Yes, there you go. Stina Land, I saw you in there. Yes, very good. All right, Denise Eskridge, I see you. Zakima, I see you. Money Machine Gun from Thailand. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, you guys have a fantastic Friday. You guys go get something to eat and make sure at least one of your side dishes is organic, please. All right, so try to do something for your heart so it doesn't have to strain so much, okay? So hopefully I explained it good enough and you guys got some benefit out of it, okay? You guys have a good one, and we will see you guys the next time. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.